Hi everyone, Karen Frost here at Handmade Soap Decadence back again for another soapy video. I'm going to be making a kiddie soap today, making some trains. My little boy is very fond of trains, so I'm going to be making some trains. And yeah, but these are not recommended for children under the age of 3. There are different regulations for testing for soaps for babies and toddlers, so these are not recommended for children under the age of 3, just so you know. Right, let's get started. I have all of my goodies in here already. This is just a small £1 batch, so I've got all my butters, my clays, my milks, all of that good stuff in here already, so I'm just going to give it a quick buzz. Of course there's no lye in here yet, so it's not going to do anything. Apart from splash me. Okay. Right, so it's time to get the lye in. So I shall put my apron on. There we go, and good old goggles, get those on. Ugh. Right, now we are ready to rock and roll with the lye water. Hope everybody is well. I've been struggling a bit with my health, but I'm trying to push on through it and not let it get me down. So in with the lye, which also contains a good amount of raw tussar silk that is completely unadulterated, hasn't been processed in any way, shape or form. So yes, I get leaves and bark in mine, which I strain out, as you can see. It does give a nice silky smoothness to the soaps, so it's definitely worth having in there. You don't need an awful lot of it. I put as much as I can in there that will dissolve, because not all of it will dissolve if you put too much, just so you know. Okie dokie. I'm going to make this quite colourful, and I'll show you the colours as I mix them. Let's get this to emulsification. Try and get some air bubbles out. Really doesn't take much to get it emulsified. Yeah, that'll do. Right, time to separate the batch. I've got my fragrance here. I'm not going to put that in just yet. Maybe I could. Should I put it in now? I normally don't put my fragrance in until the end, after I've mixed my colours, but you know what, I think this fragrance is okay. This is a non-discolouring one. It is Tart Green Apple. It smells really yummy. Thought it'd be a nice one for the kiddies. It's nice for adults too, of course. But when I was looking for my fragrances, thinking what shall I fragrance this with for the kiddies that's not going to discolour, this is one that I found in my stash. I would have liked to have done something like popcorn or cookie dough or something. I really like that. But they discolour to brown, and if you're making a kiddie soap, you don't want it to be brown really. You want it to be fun, eye-catching. So there's my reasoning for that. Let's just give this a little whiz. I don't normally do this very often, but I will this time. That's all I'm going to do with that, because I still need to mix my colours. So, what do we have? I can reuse the fragrance oil cup, so I'll put some in here, some in here. I'm going to do a little in the pot swirl with this, so that they all get a bit of colour in them. That looks about even. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Right, in here, just going to put a bit of titanium dioxide, which is just the powdered TD, water soluble, mixed with purified water. I don't mind it getting a little bit thicker either at this point, because and in the pot swirl, if it's too liquidy, your colours won't they just will merge. You won't get definition in your colours. So you do want it to be somewhat thick. Get this loveliness out so it doesn't interfere with my other ones. There we go. Give this a bit of a scrape down so that there's no uncoloured batter up the sides. And I have a ton of bubbles. Give it a bounce. Give them a bounce, stir it, give them a bounce. Oh, and I've lost my light. Haha. Get back up there. Yeah, give it a stir, give it a bounce. Try and get some of those bubbles out. Okay, that's alright. Right, so that's the white. The other colours. I'm probably not going to stick blend them unless I have to. So we shall do yellow first. This is just yellow mica. Give this a bit of a stir and see how it looks. That's better, much smoother. Right, next colour. We will be doing green. Again, it's just a green mica. So you can see. Put that in there, see what we get. Yeah, that's a nice green. That's cool. So that's that. And my next colour is blue, which I'm just going to be using good old ultramarine blue mixed with some glycerin. Yay, lovely. Ultramarine blue works so well, it really does. Okay, now I'm going to be doing a red, but most of my reds are Merlots or Bordeaux, so they're very dark. Therefore, I'm going to add some pink in with it to sort of lighten it slightly. Get some pink. Right, let's give that a whiz. We'll see what we get. That will do, and I'm going to see if I can get that off the table. I have sanitized, don't worry, everything gets properly sanitized before I start. Yeah, that's okay. It's pinkish red rather than brickish red, which is cool. Right. My glasses are on. I'm going to stand up. Just give these a little shake. Loosen them up a little bit. And then I have to do my in the pot swirly whirly. Right, pot, pour. Get it all out, because there aren't any tops per se, because I'll be using train shaped moulds, not a loaf. So the top will effectively be the bottom. I think I will do yellow, no, green. I shall do green now. Oh, that looks really Christmassy. It won't be like that for long. Not once I put my yellow and blue in. It's a good consistency for the in the pot swirl now. It's not too thin. The colours should hold their own definition, which is what I was looking for. I didn't want them all blending in and turning into green mud. That would not be pretty. Okay, dokie. And with the yellow, give that a stir because it got a little bit thick. And drop it in. I don't have any set precedent that I use for in the pot swirls. I do whatever I feel at the time. I don't necessarily give it a stir every time either. It depends on the design I'm going for and also the mould I'm using. If I'm using a log, a little stir is okay, but it's not necessary, because if you pour sort of along and along your mould, move your pot up and down your mould, should I say, it will mix itself anyway. So in those cases, stirring is not really necessary. But given that I am going to be pouring this into individual moulds, I probably will give it a stir. Right, let's give my blue a little mix and you should get that in. Fun colours, fun colours. Lovely. Right, that's that. So I'm going to give this a little once round, down the middle, and around. Not too much, just enough to give it a little psychedelic look. Right, got my mould. Cups out of the way. There we go. Little choo-choo trains. Give them a pull. Always forget about that filming. I managed to remember to turn the phone on silent, but my alarms will always ring. A lot of the white is on the bottom, which is why I started filling them halfway and then going back to fill them the rest of the way. I'll probably have a few of these for sale, but the smaller ones that aren't quite full are for my boy. Because really it was for him that I made these in the first place. A bit of a tap, see if we can even them out a little bit more. Get some of those air bubbles out. Now I can see which one needs just a little bit more so. Right, I think I've got all I can out here now. That's it. So we'll let these have a rest. And I will bring you back for the unmoulding. I will attach that to the end of this, so don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Why do people say that? It's such an odd saying. But anyway, yeah, I will be back in a sec to show you the unmoulding from the magic of TV. See you again in a minute. Bye. Okie dokie. Time to unmould. Now I'll do my little deal one first. Just pull the silicone to the sides, like so. See if we can get a little choo-choo train out. A little bit sticky. Oh, a little bit sticky. Here we go. A little choo-choo. They're so cute. It's the only thing with silicone, and because I don't use sodium lactate, the silicone doesn't let any air in. So even though the bottom is hard, the inside stays soft, unfortunately. I think I'll have to use a bit more salt when I use the silicone. Here's another one. They came out really cute. You see the colours on it from the input swirl. Let's see if we can get this one out. Yeah. This is a carrot shape, this one, and that one's the sort of engine shape, but that one's smaller because that had less batter in it. But my little boy won't mind. He loves his choo-choo trains. Here's another little one. Let's see if we can get this one out without losing the top. That one came out better. I think the colours are really cool. Another one. One's a bit difficult. It's got quite a bit of detail on the top. Trying not to lose too much. I lost a bit in the mould on this one. Just smooth it down a little bit. I hate that when it happens. It's so annoying, but it's still cute. So yeah, you can see in the mould I lost some bits. Oh well. Definitely will put a little bit more salt in. See, this one doesn't have as much detail on the top, so it came out a lot smoother. Last one. There we go. They're so cute. Perfect little size for little hands. There you go. So those are my choo-choo trains for children. And they've got a lovely apple scent on them. So that's all I've got for now, and I will see you again shortly. I'm actually going to make another soap now, but I haven't prepared anything. Normally I prepare my oils the day before and melt them down and let the lye water cool down. But because I can't be asked to faff about, and I don't want to wait until tomorrow, I want to do it whilst I feel like I can, I'm going to use the thermal transfer method. So instead of melting my oils and cooling my lye water, I shall use the hot lye water to melt the oils. So I will bring you back for that. So I'll see you again shortly. Bye for now.